Hey guys, today we are taking the forks off one of my Honda VFR 750s. First thing, I need to loosen the top bolts on both forks. I start with the right side, then the left, but I don't fully unscrew them yet. Next up are the bolts holding the handlebars. The VFR uses clip-on handlebars, which just slide onto the forks and clamp in place. After loosening those, I also remove the locks that still hold the handlebars, so I can pull them off safely. And now both sides of the handlebars come off. With that done, the top triple clamp is exposed. I just remove the key and the cover, and we're ready to move on. Before we go further, here's a front suspension diagram. It's super useful for both taking it apart and putting it back together, because it shows the torque specs for all the bolts. Let's tackle the top triple clamp. I start by loosening the steering stem nut. Then there are two more bolts near the fork tubes that need loosening. If the triple clamp still won't come off, you can fully unscrew these bolts and gently pry the fork tube sockets with a screwdriver. After that, the triple clamp comes off easily. And here's something useful for you. Next, I loosen the two bolts on the lower triple clamp. Now I need to lift the front of the bike, so it can stay standing once the forks are out. I use car jack stands and place them under the engine. With the front lifted, I can focus on the brake calipers. I start with the two bolts on the left caliper. Once they are off, I hang the caliper with a zip tie so it doesn't get in the way. Then I do the same for the right caliper. Now for the bottom of the forks. To remove the front axle, I first take out the two bolts at the front of the fork legs, and then the big bolt on the right side. If the axle doesn't slide out after that, a few taps with a hammer usually do the trick. Back at the steering stem, I bend the washer between the two big nuts. It locks the top nut with the bottom one, keeping the steering plate correct. Once that's done, I can unscrew both nuts. Under the nuts there's a dust collar and the upper bearing, which can stay put for now. I also disconnect the horn and brake lines from the lower triple clamp. Now the front suspension comes out without any issues. With the forks on the table, I remove the fender. If the fork tubes don't slide out easily, I gently pry their sockets with a flat screwdriver. I also wanted to check if the forks are straight, so I clamped one to the table and rotated it with a socket to see how it moves. Next time I will take apart the suspension from the other Honda. Thanks for watching today and don't forget to subscribe.